Hey guys, welcome back to Thriller Talk, your one-stop shop for breaking down indie thrillers. I'm Larray, and today I'm pulling back the curtain on Misa Media's latest film, Till Death. We're answering a big question. How does this product engage audiences, and how would it be distributed as a real media text? So, let's dive in. So the target audience is mainly Gen Z. That's people born between around 1997 and 2012, and some younger millennials, say early 30s and below. From the research, we know Gen Z and younger millennials are emotionally driven consumers. They love films that mess with your head, explore dark relationship dynamics, and question social norms. Plus, they're constantly looking for content that feels fresh and different from mainstream Hollywood. These generations are also active prosumers, meaning they create memes, TikToks, and reaction videos about the films they love. They want to engage, not just passively watch. So why would Till Death appeal to them? Because it's a psychological thriller that taps into themes of betrayal, power struggles, and revenge. Those are all topics that this age group talks about online, whether through story times on TikTok or relationship drama trends on YouTube and Reddit. Furthermore, the film's aesthetic is dark, minimal, and unsettling, similar to things like Gone Girl or You, both of which are really popular with this demographic. Now let's be real, Gen Z isn't heading to the cinema for indie thrillers. They're mostly on streaming platforms and social media. So traditional theatrical release? Not gonna cut it. Instead, personally, I'd take a digital-first approach, using platforms that this audience already lives on. Here's the plan. Primary release, Vimeo on demand, Amazon Prime Video Direct, or even trying to get it onto Shudder. Social media teasers, behind the scenes on TikTok, POV-style videos that tease the wife's twisted perspective, Instagram Reels showing unsettling scenes out of context, YouTube Shorts, TikTok viral marketing. I'd try viral techniques like the marketing for Smile, where actors stared creepily at sports events, or something like a TikTok trend, but dark and thriller-themed. I'd also build hype on any possible social media, especially where lots of Gen Z film fans love to post moody reviews of thrillers and indies. Plus, since Gen Z loves community, I'd build a following on Reddit and Discord, where I could drop exclusive clips, Q&As, and let fans build theories about the film's cliffhanger ending. But that's all just my opinion on it. Let's talk about characters. The wife is the main focus. She's psychologically complex, and some people might relate to her feelings of betrayal. But she's also terrifying, so there's this push-pull dynamic where audiences question whether they like her or fear her. The husband is the vulnerable character. He's flawed, sure, but by the end, he's trapped and powerless, which makes the audience feel sympathy for him, especially when he realizes too late what's happening. This kind of moral ambiguity is exactly what Gen Z loves. No clear heroes or villains, just complicated people making bad choices. The narrative follows a classic thriller structure, but twists it. There are enigma codes throughout, meaning we constantly ask, what's the wife planning? Is there a way out for the husband? What's really going on here? There's a slow reveal of the wife's true plan, keeping the suspense stretched out until the final act. And of course, it ends on a cliffhanger, leaving the audience wondering what happens next. That open ending encourages them to talk about it online, creating word-of-mouth marketing. The POV is mostly omniscient, meaning we as the audience can see the bigger picture, but at key moments, we slip into the wife's perspective. This unreliable point of view makes the audience question what's real and what's distorted by her emotions. It creates tension, because we're trapped in her mindset for parts of the story, and that's uncomfortable. So why does the thriller genre hook people in the first place? From what I've read, thrillers work because they play on universal fears, loss of control, betrayal, being trapped. They create suspense through uncertainty and delayed reveals. Psychological thrillers especially appeal to Gen Z because they love unpacking character motives and searching for hidden meanings. It's not just about the scares, it's about the why behind them. Technically speaking, they used a good mix of fast and slow-paced, suspenseful editing in the build-up scenes, letting moments linger, forcing the audience to sit in the discomfort. Then, when the tension breaks, the audience is hit with faster, yet still lingering, sudden cuts to create shock. The music is minimalist, creepy background ambience, more upbeat music in the kitchen, and strong but minimalistic sound effects. It builds unease without overwhelming the scenes, almost like the music's watching the characters, judging them. The mise-en-scène is claustrophobic when it comes to the husband, having most shots of him be tight and basically breathing down his neck. All of this forces the audience to feel trapped alongside him. So overall, Till Death engages its audience through relatable but twisted characters, a suspenseful narrative, and emotional tension. And as an indie filmmaker with no advertising budget, Misa Media should distribute it smart, not big. Go where the audience already is, streaming platforms and social media, using viral marketing and prosumer engagement to spread the word. That's the beauty of modern media. You don't need a huge studio anymore. Just a story that people can't stop thinking about. That's it for this episode of Thriller Talk. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time for another deep dive into the dark side of storytelling.